You're watching Cover to Cover, our guide to the Sikh and Punjabi books that you need to read. This week we're introducing Janamsakhi Tradition, an analytical study by Dr. Kirpal Singh. This work was published in 2004 by Amritsar-based Singh brothers and was the work of a great amount of research by the author with influence from the Vice Chancellors of Guru Nanak Dev University, Amritsar and Punjabi University, Patiala, no less. The subject matter of this book concerns the Janamsakhis, which is the life stories of Guru Nanak, how he came to be, what he did, sometimes called anecdotes, sometimes called mini biography of Guru Nanak's life, but an important text in the Sikh traditions. What this work aims to do is to analyze the Janamsakhis, look at the differing recensions that exist, and to put them in the context of the Sikh experience. Now, this was an incredibly important work at the time and to this day because of the way that Sikh studies academically has progressed. And for that reason, this is definitely a book that anybody who's interested in the deeper working of the Sikh community and understanding Sikhi itself at a much deeper level, this is the book that you definitely want to have. So let's take a bit of a closer look into Janamsakhi Tradition. The copy that we're using for review is a hardbound first edition. It contains a preface from the author as well as an introduction by the former editor-in-chief of the Encyclopedia of Sikhism, Kirpal Singh, who's from the Punjabi University of Patiala. Closing the book, readers will find a standard index, which is quite in-depth, but in addition, there is also a glossary of names that appear in Janamsakhis, as well as a bibliography, both quite useful appendices to have. But it's in the actual chapters of this book, the subject matter, that makes it so important. Each of the chapters is broken down into separate sections, talking about different accounts that appear in the Janamsakhi. There are extensive footnotes provided throughout the entire length and breadth of the book. It is incredibly well researched and written. There is a lot of detail and further information for people to take and go and do their own research. This isn't a book that is going to be everybody's cup of tea, particularly if you're in Sikh studies as an academic, whether amateur or professional. You will find some of the subject matter challenging. And that is, as any academic knows, a good thing because it provides you with the opportunity to present a rebuttal. The interpretations of the Janamsakhi are provided entirely in English in context. Rather than providing a transliteration to the Janamsakhi text, what this work does is provide a summation of each of the differing stories that appear in recensions of the Janamsakhis. It makes it easier for the reader to find and again come back and re-find different sections or accounts from Guru Nanak's life as and when you need them. Shabads from the Guru Granth Sahib are also used to corroborate certain accounts in different chapters, and what's quite interesting is that the author chose to use English interpretations of the Guru Granth Sahib by Gurbachan Singh Talib, which are reproduced for each relevant Shabad here. And that was something of a masterstroke because for most of us who read and interpret Sikhi in the English language, we are so used to just reading Sant Singh Khalsa's English interpretation. That's what you'll see on your projector screen at the Gurdwara and on most apps that you might download to read Shabads. Reading Gurbachan Singh Talib is quite eye-opening and very different to what you will read from Sant Singh Khalsa's interpretations. And they actually fit very well with Dr. Kirpal Singh's viewpoint of the Janamsakhi tradition and how it fits within Sikhi. Janamsakhi Tradition, an analytical study by Dr. Kirpal Singh, is a must-read work for any person who considers themselves an authority or a spokesperson on the Sikh way of life. It provides insightful context and much thought provocation of how we interpret the life of Guru Nanak in corroboration with the Shabad, with the Guru Granth Sahib itself. So whether you're somebody who teaches at a Sunday Khalsa school, or somebody who goes and provides assemblies or talks in organizations and workplace on Sikhi, then this is a book that you definitely should try to read. It's not necessarily going to be on everyone's bookshelf, but it is something you should come across and read at some point in your life. If you're somebody who's a wannabe academic or somebody who writes on the Sikh way of life, then this definitely is a go-to book that needs to be on your bookshelf. But that's what we think. We want to know what you think, so please leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of Janamsakhi Tradition, an analytical study by Dr. Kirpal Singh. Join us again for another Cover to Cover, our guide at Naujawani to the Sikh and Punjabi books that you need to read.